I'm Kaci, and this is my story. I grew up in a Christian home, and I have actually been going to Hope since I was about 3 years old. When I was around 2 or 3, my dad read a bedtime book to me and my sister about heaven. And I remember at the end of the book there was a prayer to accept Jesus into your heart, and I prayed it that night. So I've pretty much followed Christ my whole life. Although in my teens I did have to go through a time of realizing and owning my faith for myself and not just doing it because it was something my parents believed. Through my life I've never really strayed from my faith at all, but there's definitely been times of stagnation. I haven't had a steady upward trajectory of growth towards Christ, but through it all He always calls me back into a close and a growing relationship with Him. Recently I had a big time of growth when I was the interim youth director here at Hope. Being in that position was a very challenging and stretching but rewarding experience for me. It was one of the few times in my life where my strength and intellect and abilities just weren't enough. There was several times during that period where I was on my knees before God just crying and crying out to Him, I can't do this. I need you to do this. It's just too much. And through that time I was forced to rely on God in a way that I hadn't before. And even though it was a difficult time, it was so worth it, because through that time He brought me into a place where I trust Him in a deeper way.